Hey, what's up guys? It's Roy here, and in today's video, I want to chat about the iPhone 14 and 14 Max and the iPhone 14 Pro models. There's been a lot of leaks and renders that have been coming out over the last few weeks, so I kind of want to chat about them briefly, kind of put my spin on it a little bit. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, I really appreciate you stumbling across this video, and hopefully you stay and watch the whole thing. But if you don't, that's cool too. But if you do like it and you like tech reviews and case reviews and things like that, subscribe. You would be totally cool if you did, and if you don't, your mom will never love you again. And also, big thank you and shout out to the video sponsor, Simply Carbon Fiber. So guys, iPhones come out every year, and every year they seem to be a punching bag a little bit for people, because it seems like every year it's just these tiny little bitty incremental upgrades that Apple is just making so significant when they're at their keynote and stuff like that. But Androids have done some of those things for years. For example, iPhone 13 Pro got a higher refresh rate, and you thought that was the next best thing since sliced bread. But the point is Apple does things right. So yes, they do drag their feet. Yes, they do take a long time to give us these innovative things, but they do it right. They seem to kind of get it really well and meticulous with it. So I guess I can't knock them for that, but I do wish that they speed up the process more in the future. But when it comes down to the iPhone 14 and the iPhone 14 Max, it's basically an iPhone 13, guys. If you are interested in those phones, I would highly recommend you consider to either not upgrade or buy an iPhone 13 Pro, because that is a much more significant upgrade versus your iPhone 13 or iPhone 12 for that matter. But at the end of the day, the price is going to be a little bit cheaper for the 13 Pro too. But the point is it's not that much of a change. We still have a notch. We actually have the same chip. So with the 14 and 14 Max, they are not going to get the A16 like the Pro models. You are stuck with the same chip that I have in my iPhone 13 Pro and in your iPhone 13 as well. So the point is there's just not a ton of things to consider as an upgrade if you are jumping up from a 13 to a 14. Now the Max obviously is a new thing to the lineup of the iPhone, so it's a bigger version of the iPhone 14, but it's just bigger, that's it. There's no significant change, there's no camera upgrade, there's nothing really to entice you, but I do think that Max model is going to sell very well. It is in jeopardy potentially of not launching on time because of kind of production issues and chip shortages. And eventually, I'm sure Apple will figure it out and get it launched on time with all the other iPhone 14s, but just something to point out if you are considering the Max. So before I dive into the iPhone 14 Pro models, I want to talk about the video sponsor, Simply Carbon Fiber. So Simply Carbon Fiber makes awesome carbon fiber accessories. They make phone cases, they make sunglasses, they make jewelry, watches, you name it. Now I have been using this here. This is their slim card and cash wallet. It's a very slim profile wallet here. It is genuine carbon fiber. It's super awesome. I mean, just looks sexy as hell. But the point is this is definitely something that will replace your wallet in everyday use, especially for me. I've had it for a couple months now, and it has definitely helped out quite a bit when I'm wearing gym shorts that don't have a back pocket, and I wear gym shorts a lot. So the point is, this has definitely been a big saver for me instead of having to put my wallet in my front pocket. Now this will hold up to 7 cards, which is pretty dang impressive. So you can put 7 cards in here. I've actually squeezed 8, so not bad. That little slot here helps to push it out. And then on the back, you do have a money clip there to put money or receipts or whatever you want on the back. But at the end of the day, guys, genuine carbon fiber products, very well made, and they are awesome. So if you are interested in purchasing a product from Simply Carbon Fiber, just use my link. It's simplycarbonfiber.com/Roy, and use my promo code ROY10 and you'll get 10% off your whole order. So big thank you to Simply Carbon Fiber for sponsoring this video. So when it comes down to the Pro models, guys, I'm super excited about these because there are some changes that I think warrant an upgrade if you have an iPhone 13, maybe an iPhone 13 Pro. I'm obviously getting the Pro just because from a content creator standpoint, it's important for me to have the Pro in general, but there's a lot of cool things that the iPhone's getting that they actually have never had before. So one being, it's getting a new chip, right? As usual, A16, latest and greatest, better speeds, more efficiency, all those things, better optimization. I believe it's getting a bump in RAM as well. I think it's 8 gigs of RAM if I'm not mistaken. I could be totally wrong. Correct me down in the comments if I am misspeaking on that. We are also getting a new screen. So it is something different to look at, which is actually very welcoming on my behalf, because I've always stared at an iPhone notch since the iPhone X, and I'm not a big fan of the notch, but I don't hate it. I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't really bother me that much. But I do like how Androids have started to figure out how to slim down the obstruction of screen when it comes to notches and things like that. Now with the 14 Pro models, we're getting something a little bit different than just a normal hole punch camera. So we are getting kind of this like Google Pixel pill-shaped looking thing that is housing the sensors for face unlock and all that stuff, and then a hole punch camera next to it. So it's still busy, but it's not as busy as a notch. To be determined if I like it in person. I feel like I'm gonna like it because it's something different, and I do like it better than the notch in general. Another thing that we're gonna be getting is different sides. So let me grab my Pro real quick. So here's my iPhone 13 Pro, but as you can see there, guys, super reflective sides, fingerprint magnets there. Definitely like glass. I get fingerprints all over my phone, especially on the sides. The back's matte, but the sides are stainless steel. But with the new Pro models, we are gonna get titanium sides. Supposedly, I don't know if that's confirmed officially, but I think it's pretty sure that we are. But titanium sides, which I do really, really like titanium. I have a titanium wedding band here. It's duller looking, it's kind of more matte finish gray kind of color, almost kind of matching the back of my 13 Pro. But the thing is it's lighter weight, it's stronger than steel, and it's gonna just look better in my opinion, not a fingerprint magnet. So it should help a little bit in the weight department with the Pro models, considering the iPhone 13 Pro and the 13 Pro Max were pretty heavy phones. So I don't know how much of a significant change it's gonna help with weight, but it should help a little bit. Now, another huge change is in the camera department. Everyone has heard, so obviously I'm not breaking news here. We are getting a 48 megapixel camera this year with the Pro models, which is a huge jump considering last year we had a 12 megapixel camera. So when Apple does a big jump like this, it's significant because obviously they've taken their time to try to get this right and not just throw a 100 megapixel camera on the back of the phone and don't care about the quality of the images and videos that it's going to produce. So with the iPhone, I've always said that they have the best footage when it comes to video capabilities, and they take great photos too. So this can only improve in my opinion with the newer chip and all that. I think the cameras are gonna be top notch. The video footage is gonna be top notch, but the camera bump itself is like 5% larger is what John said on Front Page Tech. So definitely gonna be a little bit bigger, a little bit more rounded corners, just a little more refined looking maybe, I guess is how I wanna say that. But also what we're gonna be getting is a more expensive phone as well. Now I don't think we're gonna get affected with this price jump on the 14. I think it's gonna stay like around $799. Now the Max model, obviously, I feel like is going to jump up maybe like 50 to $100 since it's technically a bigger phone than the iPhone 14. Now with the Pro models, I've read that it's gonna be $100 more potentially. So we're looking at close to $1,100 for the Pro and about $1,200 for the Pro Max, which will make the Pro Max the most expensive iPhone ever. But you kind of get that, you know, obviously phone companies raise and hike prices up all the time. I do really love it when companies figure out how to not do that, but give you a better phone. But this phone is just more expensive to make from what I've read. Like for example, the screen, John said that it is 3 times more expensive to make, which that's significant. And obviously Apple's not gonna be super sweet and not make us pay a little bit extra. They're not gonna eat the cost. They're a business, they're, you know, not a nonprofit. So the point is that it is gonna be a little bit more expensive, but boy, will it be awesome if they come out and say it's the same price. Like I would be ecstatic if they did say that. But I think that's it, guys. If I missed anything, let me know down in the comments. I really tried not to drag this video out. I have the gift of gab, so I apologize if I talked too much. I will put timestamps down at the bottom if you want to skip around a little bit. But thanks for watching the video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you loved it, which I hope you did, then definitely consider to subscribe and ring that notification bell for up-to-date content. So be safe, God bless, and I'll see you on the next one.